Hello everyone, today I'm going to be my full spoiler review of the first episode of HBO's The Last of Us. Now for a bit of context, I have not played either of The Last of Us games. I've wanted to, but I never got around to it, but I heard some great things about the show, so I figured I'd check it out. And I'm very excited to talk about it. So if you have not seen it, hour and a half first episode, check it on HBO Max, come out, and then watch this video. But if you have, and you want to hear my review, here we go. Now I don't have many criticisms. I would say there were points in the story later on where it's kind of confusing. Like, I was confused with how Joel knew the leader of the Fireflies, what was going on with the car engine. Like, they explained it, but I felt like at points the dialogue was kind of going by too fast for me to get it. And that was only here and there. At the end, I pretty much understood what was going on. It was only during the second half, and it was only during here and there. But there were points where I wish they explained it a little better. But that's just a minor criticism. On to the positives. First off, this episode is just so tense for the first 20 minutes. And it is just amazing. The first 20-30 minutes. Because you know what's going to happen. I haven't played the Last of Us games, so I don't know based on the games what's going to happen. But you just get this feeling, you know what's going to happen. And you're just constantly waiting for it. And the way they build the tension by, teasing that the old lady's going on, hearing things going on the radio, shops closing down, is so brilliantly done. And also in those same 30 minutes, they build this relationship between Joel and his daughter Sarah, so you care about them as a family. You like them as characters already. I love how it's shot during the action sequences. I love how it's shot when they're in the car and it's fully a first-person perspective. Not only making you feel like you're in a video game, but also making you feel like you're in the experience as well. Something I feel like would have been lost if it was just a lot of outside shots of the truck. So I really liked that and appreciated that. And just the chaos that's going on with people running around, them having to ignore a family, a house burning, a plane crashing, just constantly has you going. And the fear you feel once they're out of the car and they're surrounded is just gripping. And then watching the soldier, based on precaution, shooting at Joel and Sarah and killing her is just heartbreaking and really sets the tone for how you know there's going to be an emotional show. And then the second half is amazing with the production design, the sets, and just the feel of this destroyed Boston to people who have lost their trust, lost their faith. There's a war going on between the Fireflies and the military, and everyone is just lost and kind of heartbroken because of everyone who's gone. Joel's jaded, bodies are being burned, and it really sets the tone so well. The final scene of the episode gets me so excited. You see them march into the zone. You're wondering, why is Ellie immune? You're excited to see how this dynamic and relationship plays out between all the characters, and it's very gripping. The actors are phenomenal. Pedro Pascal, I love him. I love him in Mandalorian. I love him in The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. But this might be the best he's ever been. Pulling off the drama, the emotion, the weight. You can see he's grizzled, but still has a spark of hope left him at points, and he's phenomenal. Bella Ramsey is great as Ellie. She's got this sass to her, but you can already kind of see the relationship developing between her and Joel. The actress who played Sarah, Joel's daughter, also does a great job, like I said, building that relationship before her untimely death, and the whole rest of the cast does a good job as well. I love the cold open, explaining the pandemic and how it's going to go wrong, and it's kind of very chilling and connects to the real world in many great ways. And I also like that, I know in the game it took place in the 2030s, but I like for this show they made it take place in 2023. This is modern times, if it happened 20 years ago, and that just makes it even more scary. I thought the music was phenomenal, especially the main theme and the very well-done title sequence. And honestly, this episode, aside from maybe the writing kind of getting me off here and there, I thought it had amazing tension, great production design, phenomenal actors, great music, and it just left me wanting more. So even though I'm not a fan of the games, I love this episode, and I'm so excited to see the rest of the season. So I would give episode 1 of HBO's The Last of Us a 9 out of 10. I hope you guys liked the episode, liked the video, and I'll see you next week with a review of Babylon. See you then.